Game over, Whitley. Where's the Tylenol?
In case you haven't watched that clip before, that was Spoony1 doing his review of the thing for the PC, and he clearly didn't like it. However, this isn't so much about Spoony as it is about certain people on Little Big Planet. They've been hounding me a lot to help them with their level designs, or as the vast majority have been doing, they've been simply leaving comments on my level Coney Island theme park asking me how I make those levels that I've been publishing. I'm not going to tell you. My style can irritate even the most patient of people, and it'll let you know the kind of suffering that you would be looking forward to by drafting my method into your levels. You'd be searching for the Tylenol too. Now, there is a few things I can tell you. For one thing, I am going to be making a video that is going to be giving you a tutorial on how to start a level. Now, this isn't going to tell you what materials to start with or what kind of ideas you should start with. This is going to give you the kind of idea of where you should begin and what you might be missing if you've been trying to make levels and they just haven't turned out well. This is going to be coming out later. This right now is going to be an update of what's going to be happening in my channel, what's going to be happening in YouTube. In Little Big Planet, you already know what's happening in YouTube because this is the channel. God. Sorry. One thing that's going to be happening in Little Big Planet is I'm going to be creating a series of levels. My first real attempt at story levels, much like that in Little Big Planet, and I'm going to publish them hopefully before Halloween. I'm intending to have them published by October 1st of this year, and if that happens, you'll be able to play it, see a bunch of great new ideas I've got, see a bunch of new things that I've come up with, and see what kind of techniques I've applied from the very tutorial that I'm going to be publishing, or it's uploading in YouTube. I'm sorry, I get the terms mixed up. The thing you really have to understand is that there's a lot of people asking me how I do what I do. Simply put, I come up with an idea. I create rough ideas, just objects, pictures, stuff like that. I just start making stuff. I don't try to start at the beginning of a level and go straight to the end. That is not how I do it unless it's a story level, which is actually something I'm doing, but I'm coming up with a lot of ideas, and I've even had to change the beginning of my first level that you will be seeing for Halloween. It is going to be the Halloween Festival level, and it's going to be followed up by 2 more levels and maybe a bonus level, much like my arcade levels. If you have played the special Halloween level that I have already made, featuring a very special guest star known as the Crypt Keeper, that was my attempt at a true roller coaster level and a little preview of what you might be seeing in my upcoming Halloween level. You may not understand what this could possibly have to do with a Halloween level, taking a coaster level and turning it into a Halloween level. It's very simple, really. Some of those elements are actually being put in to the level. Certain items, certain ideas that I use there are going in to these levels. I may even apply the same attention to detail as I did with the Crypt Keeper. And I do have to thank Universal Studios, even though they did not partake in this, the ideas I have gotten from them are amazing. And that's going to be part of the battle, is getting the ideas out there. Now, another thing people have been asking me, and even making friend requests to try and get a foot in the door with me, is, can I help you make a level? I'm sorry to say, but I really cannot help someone make a level. I am just so narrow in my way of thinking, and, well, not really thinking, of doing things. It's hard for me to really team up with someone for level design, especially when I tend to play around in a methodical way, if that makes sense to some of you, with how my levels are going. I tend to make a lot of objects, and I tend to mess around with them, then I tend to tweak them a lot. It'd really be the two of us working in tandem, grouping up, talking about what's going to happen, then going out and doing separate things, then bringing it together and doing the same thing over and over again. But I'm not going to do that. I need Little Big Planet more as a way of me getting out my creative ideas and presenting them to you, which has proven to be very good. I mean, you have all had a positive response to it. For the most part, there are a few of you which unfortunately have slandered my level. I'm sorry, levels, with comments saying that I suck, my levels suck, that are awful. Don't know why, but yeah, it's your opinion. The way I'm going to help is by giving you the tutorial video later on. You know what's happening for Halloween. The requests are going to be fulfilled in Little Big Planet 2. Because I found that a lot of the requests you guys have been making have been too difficult for me to do with the time crunches I've had in my working life and with Little Big Planet. So I will attempt to make this all work out with the amazing new things that they have available in Little Big Planet 2. As for my YouTube channel, I will try to upload more videos. If you like this one, which I would be seriously concerned if you really liked it, because this is just an update to let some of you know what's going to be happening. There may be more. I may do reviews if you guys like me. If you don't, I won't. But I've played quite a few video games. I have got a few ideas for video games and a lot of advice for video games. If that's something you'd like to have me present on YouTube, I can do that. But a few things I will recommend are that you take your ideas, whatever they are, and just mess around with them till you look back at what you've created and are in awe. That's the basis of my levels now. And that's the standard I've set. I suggest if you truly want to make levels like I do, that's what you should be striving for, is when you take a step back and are in awe. Because ultimately, I make the levels to please me and then to send them out to you. Because if it really takes my breath away, I hope it will take yours away too. I do make a big recommendation to Spoony One. I would also recommend that you explore YouTube and see what others have done, and have a blast. I'll see you later.